Alright. Now I got it going. Oh shit, and on Monday Night Raw, these niggas is already done showed up jumping niggas. On Monday Night Raw, you know they trying to bring in some new people. There's probably some niggas from NXT any fucking way. But yeah, peep the way I figured out how to put my scroll at the bottom of the screen now, nigga. So I know how to do everything we need to do to stream now. And see, if you was online live, what I was gonna do, I was gonna go into this where I can go to my browser, and I was just gonna go to your channel and bring your channel on screen, and you'd have been on the screen on my channel too. And the fact that we talking to each other right here would have been how it went in sync with one another. So, but yeah, I hit you back. I hit you back. I didn't mean to distract you though. But we gonna hook up tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow. All right, my apologies for my delays. You can see we damn near missed the fucking sunset. I didn't know the time lapse was gonna happen like this. So next week we will be starting this shit an hour early at 7 o'clock, which would be 6 o'clock next week for some of y'all, but 7 o'clock for some of y'all too. 8 o'clock for me. So I'm gonna start at 7. I know that shit's confusing. Hour before now, nigga. You would hop in. More or less, I figured out how to add at the bottom of the screen will be, the subjects that we cover, the questions, all the important things. So if you come to this motherfucker anytime late, you can go back to the beginning. And when you hear me start talking, according to whatever number that is, I'm going to keep it in order. Coming up will be whatever the fuck you looking for. I like them with these masks and shit. I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to discuss. Okay, so I think what has been happening to us with this unsub debacle, because trust me, people been going crazy. It's been affecting our channel. Um, keep grinding. Apparently, I don't know if it's every quarter or maybe it's once or twice a year, but apparently YouTube goes on this annual purge, if you will, where all the dead channels, like I said in one of the videos, I don't know if I've let it out. I think it's out. One of the latest episodes of Table of Contents, I said I had to do some editing because sometimes by the time I got my list already pre-done of the shows that I'm going to do. So I'm never really thinking about that part of knowing your niche. So I had to change some channels because I would go to these channels and they're no longer there. I mean, like literally, the whole channel was just gone. So I had to edit some things. I think I even got I was planning on doing a whole episode of retro gaming. So I had to throw another gamer in there because one of my retro gaming channels just fucking disappeared. Once again, channels that haven't put up content, I don't know how long it takes for YouTube to declare your channel dead, but apparently it might be over a year or so of inactivity. Hey, they take away the subscription. I don't know what to do. Channel's gone. I can't find it. So I had to put another channel in place. So with that being said, a lot of us are all of a sudden waking up and insurmountable amounts of subs are missing. All of a sudden they're just gone. These are dead channels. YouTubers that probably have quit, given up. This is too hard. Channels that may have went under for various reasons. I mean, I'm not mad about them cleaning up my friend list for me. If the channel's inactive, why the hell are you still there? So that's an answer to what we were talking about last week on why these unsubs have just been going crazy. Let me get one more thing. But really, it just got really dark here, and it normally is not nowhere near this dark. So I'm having to adjust to this situation. Don't worry. I know some of y'all will be like, man, I watched your live stream, nigga, and couldn't even see nothing like the Blair Witch Project. So, you got a little light here. Since, like I said, we pretty much made it past damn sunset. It doesn't happen now. But, okay. The next thing we're going to discuss, because I kind of just combined a couple of lists. Like I said, we're going in order. Um, Not treating this like a business. Me and my partner Brandon were just talking about this. If y'all was watching the stream as soon as it came in, I mean, one things are gonna happen like the unsubbing thing, so you got to be able to react to it the right way. You can't just get mad and be like, "This is frustrating me so much, I can't deal with it." Yeah, I mean, you got to think about business owners. They get frustrated all the time. They don't quit. Just trying to get the light right. I don't want too much. So, if you treat this like a business, you're not gonna have to worry about I lost some subs. You're gonna get more. Um, it's a part of the game. You will lose subs. You're gonna lose subs just because you change up your style. You know what I'm saying? What people must understand with YouTube channels is at the same time you're gonna have your main thing of what you're gonna do. But you can't just have your main thing because you're gonna get burnt out or you're gonna run out of ideas. So you gotta put other ideas in between. You got to be creative. With that being said, if you do that, make sure you put an order to the shit because that's what happens to a lot of us. We'll go to the channel to see what this channel is about, end up being a personal channel, which I say is a big no-no. Get into that on another episode. But when you make it a personal channel, yeah, it's all the different things that you like to do, but if you're fucking all over the place, why the fuck would I want to take the time to I'm not finna look at a person that's all over the place. There's got to be a reason I like watching you. So when treating this like a business, you know what the fuck you're selling is my point versus being all over the place, which is why we don't do the burnout content. Look at other episodes for that. We'll get into it another time. But I can't throw everything in everything. So treat it like a business, and I guarantee you'll see better results. Less headaches, less stress too, when you know what you're dealing with. This is not a hobby. This is not something to play with. A lot of y'all is out here play pimping, and that's why y'all feelings is hurt. One, you wrong for being in your feelings anyway when it comes to the pimping. It's a whole nother subject. I know I could go on. Mm, and my apologies for sounding like I'm rushing. Like I said, I didn't know the sun was gonna disappear on a nigga like that. If not, I would have cooked an hour earlier than I did. I didn't. I normally time shit better. My apologies. But the next thing. I got a couple of people gaming channels. I got like 2 or 3 partners that's starting gaming channels right now, and y'all know how I feel about gaming channels. To me, it's an impossible fucking market to embark on. If you dig deep enough on this channel, you'll see some of my little PUBG videos or whatever, whatnot. I once again testing the waters, just trying to see what felt natural to me before I embark on my YouTube journey. And I still play my video game, but just like treating this like a business with a gaming channel, there are hundreds of thousands of these bitches. And I mean, you're in that competition. Like I say, it's just like doing clothing hauls or the makeup tutorials. certain subjects are saturated like motherfucker. So in order to be successful in these different markets, you have to do something in your gaming niche, something that brings people to watch your ass play the game. What the fuck is so interesting about you playing the game? What's on your screen? What do you do that nobody else does? What's in your background? I mean, all of these things can come into play and are reasons that people pop off in that genre. But it is very fucking difficult to do it. Also, you can get a lot of love from the community that you're in. Are these same people, just like your homies, are they gonna watch your shit? Probably not. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not hating. That's just how it is. The people that you think are gonna support you be the first ones to let you down. So the goal is to get other people to like you. We're not worrying about the people that know you. That's fucking irrelevant when you're thinking about a business because you're trying to sell to everyone, not just a selected clientele. That's not how this works. So gaming channels are very finicky. Like I say, you have to, and it's a have to, come up with something unique to you that people want to see. That's the only way your channel is going to stand out. And naturally being good, out of the 3 channels that's in my head, and my partners that's starting them, one of them, we called him the game genie growing up. This nigga's serious if he takes this shit serious. But once again, he still got to figure out what's going to pull people into his channel. Just saying. The next thing we're gonna talk about, in my Corey Holcomb voice, these booger bears keep popping up. I know that threw y'all for a loop, but this is a business, and the best businesses don't lie to people or have deceit. Now, when I bring up these booger bears in my Corey Holcomb voice, putting paint on a paper bag, that's what I call these niggas. The fact that when I'll go to your channel, because once again, instead of it being about a business, your channel is 9 times out of 10 about you. So I have to go and see about you. And what's the first thing that I look for? What the fuck? This booger bear has painted herself 3 shades brighter than the bottom of her fucking page. Literally. Why? What? I understand it is a self-conscious issue. Some of y'all might be like, oh, that's not right to bring it up. Bullshit. If you're lying to me, you're lying to yourself, and that's around the realms of deceitful content. What do we say about deceitful content? Negative content begets more negativity. The last thing you want to bring to your channel. So a lot of these booger bears be on these damn chat logs and chat rooms and communities crying and running paint ink all down the chest and cleavage area. It don't matter. You brought this onto yourself. Why people ain't subscribing to your channel is they seeing the same shit that I seen. The lie that you first brought to my attention. Second, these channels also be trying to hide their subscriber count. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't hide your subscriber count, but once again, what are you trying to hide? I'm going to see your views and know what size and range your channel is at. Why are you trying to make yourself blend into some shit that you're not? You see what I'm saying? Deceitful content makes a person turn a different kind of eye. Motherfuckers ain't got time for that shit. So I wouldn't sub to any channel with that type of shit. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only motherfucker to think this way. You have to realize that that's why you got to treat it like a business. Don't be a fucking booger bear. Be honest. A lot of you women can be naturally beautiful. No, you get in these makeup tutorial frantic phases that go fucking crazy. Some of y'all can't even do fucking makeup. Some of y'all are fucking great with it. And you look great. But those of you that don't, just saying, when you own camera, you own camera. It is what it is. I'm not going to waste my time with somebody who's not going to be honest with me. And that subconsciously is what you're telling us when you do small things like that. In my Corey Holcomb voice. Somebody got to be honest with y'all niggas. I'm just saying, I hate that it has to be me. But it is. Let's see here. What we at? Facebook versus YouTube. This is another thing. People was jumping on the bandwagon, but as you can see, it died down. People was talking about, man, I'm finna do this on Facebook, or I ain't finna fuck with YouTube, or vice versa, whatever. Look, it's a stepping stone business. The smaller requirements are on YouTube. Not telling you to do Facebook, but Facebook got a lot more rules and restrictions and things you gotta abide by in order for them to choose to monetize your content. And you gotta have 10,000. That's this work times 10 just to get an opportunity to get monetized, and it still might tell you no. So if you want to work backwards and try to do everything on Facebook and ignore YouTube, you can do everything on YouTube and it counts, and then move this over to Facebook is a lot easier move than the other way around. Just trying to help some of y'all out. So it's not really about Facebook versus YouTube. They're both essential to one another. Thank God they're not owned by the same motherfucker. Or this be some whole other shit. Once again, that's another subject for another video. But YouTube is like shit, kindergarten through 12th grade. And once you get monetized, you done graduated high school, you're making a little money, then you can choose to expand your platform to college, which is like Facebook or one of those other platforms. That requires probably about 10,000 subscribers. Like I say, the minimum requirements on YouTube, if that makes sense to anybody. Okay, how long should your videos be? One, it depends on the subject matter. Some people are doing documentaries, so that time varies. For me, 5 to 10 minutes, because I'm thinking about a person's attention span, and I'm fighting for your attention in my videos. Kind of giving you a report, and if it was on one channel at a time, I might make a bigger video because it would be more to say about that one subject. But since I'm doing 3 at a time, I don't want to burn you out, and I don't want to give you too much of anything. So I want to give you just enough to, fulfill all your needs and everything. So I say 5 to 10 minutes. That's just my honest opinion. Like I say, every channel is different, but 9 times out of 10, you're good if you stick to the 5 to 10 minute range, unless you're doing like a report or a documentary or something of that matter. Now we get back in it. You know, we are we the promoter, we the security guard, we the accountant. Hey, you gotta treat this shit like a business. It is what it is. When your trades is popping, you gotta take advantage of it. Sometimes your trades will be dead. You might want to either start a trade. I don't never start a trade personally. To those of you that know what the fuck I'm talking about, I don't never start a trade. I just find ones to jump on. Yeah, like I said, yeah, 5 to 10 minutes. The next thing I wrote down was be mindful of humans have a short attention span. So you don't want to feel like you're forcing anything in any of your content ever. If you're trying to force something down somebody's throat, then 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go for it, or you come back because they feel like you're trying to tell them some shit versus offering some shit to them. The whole point of this is to offer a service to someone. And a lot of people don't realize that that's the business that you're in when you're on YouTube. You're offering some form of information in exchange for their attention. It is what it is. So yeah, be mindful of the short attention span. Why your friends and family don't support you. It's not that they don't support you. You got to give them something to talk shit about, and that's what people are. People talk. You know what I'm saying? So you can be doing whatever the fuck you're doing. If it ain't doing shit, why would the fuck would they talk about it? So 9 times out of 10, our friends and family don't support us. We're not giving them a reason to in their eyes. But once again, that's irrelevant because once everybody else is supporting you, of course they're gonna big you up and they're gonna be there for you and they're gonna be the first ones in the front row of your shit. But you have to give them something to support first. You can't just get mad at them because one, nobody wants to be the guinea pig of any new situation. You know how it is at nighttime. We got to be looking for the critters. Looking for the critters. Looking for the critters. I ain't seen no cobwebs. I ain't had the dust, so that's a good sign. But seasons is changing. Like I say, but that's why you got to give them a reason. They trust me. You stay dedicated long enough to anything, people gonna be like people gonna start bobbing their head to you. Don't worry about this shit. That's not something to really worry about. Once again, it's listed because this is in the communities. People ask questions, and I say instead of asking those questions of the community, you're gonna get those answers. That's when you should talk about it instead of asking a bunch of strangers. Well, what question should I ask in my videos, or what question should I ask on my live stream, or who wants to be shut out? I don't want to be shut out by no total stranger. I'm being serious. That's not you're not baiting me with that one. Stop doing it. I want a business that knows what it's doing, not wishful thinking, and then wishful thinking on me. So, once again, if you treat this like a business, you would know not to do that. So that's why your friends and family won't support you. You got to give them a reason to do that. Now, trust me, everybody loves to know the person that's doing it. So as soon as you are, they're gonna come around. Don't even waste your energy on that. On still friends and family. Um, we got to make a schedule too, man. You can burn yourself out easily with work. Uh, you got to make time for every aspect of your life, your kids, your wife, your other job, because this isn't everybody's job off the rip. It takes a minute to make that happen. So be mindful of that. Like I said, I'm on a 3-week schedule. Technically, this is the week that I was supposed to be playing my video game tomorrow for the next 48 hours. And then this weekend, I got a video I'm going to edit. There will be a new episode of Table of Contents next week. I guarantee it. But the 4th week out the month, I don't do a video. That's why y'all didn't get one today. If this is your first time being here, that's why you didn't get a new episode. But I've got 2 coming. Don't worry about it. And then I've made it to, this is going to be the 40th episode. So I think I've got like 55 episodes. So I'm coming up on, see, once again, it seems like at a certain time of night, the damn camera just does something different. But anyway, we have our magic light. I'm not worried about this shit. But yeah, I've got like 50 episodes. Oh, hold it right there. I wish you go back right there. But yeah, get off my goddamn. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm gonna break 50, and it's back to the chalkboard. But I still got plenty of channels that I've yet to do yet. So not running out of work, not quite yet. But keep in mind, these are still of the channels that I watch personally. I still have not gotten to any of the new channels that have recently started that I enjoy watching. I haven't got to none of them. I haven't got to none of y'all in these communities that are asking me to review y'all's channels. Y'all are on the list, but y'all are way down there, which is a good thing because, like I say, you want to have a good niche so you're not worried about what's the next thing that you're doing. And, television's coming back. We're going to have some more shit to review. Like I say, drop a comment if you want me to do a spew on The Boys season 2. Cause we creeping up in the Mandalorian season now, baby. It's going down. Okay, where we at? Kind of getting back on track. Make a schedule. Yeah, once again, like I said, I'm technically on vacation this week. And then Thursday, I'll be right back at it again. So, I get 48 hours a month to really play my video game. Because I guarantee you, when I got episodes dropping, or when the just sayings is popping, when shit is happening in the world, doing the spew, I don't have that much time. And it's pissing me off because I got 2K and I can't even fucking enjoy it. And the new Xbox coming out. Let me know if y'all want me to do a spew now that we've seen Series X and S that I was right about. I wasn't right about the shape. It's still kind of a rectangle. I was hoping for the cube. They probably was hoping for the cube. That would have been a great selling point. And we may still get the cube when they cut them bitches in half. So, like I said, hit me in the comments if you want me to do one of them. Schedule. Why live streaming is important, because these hours count. And that's why I say live stream. Because if you do it, you want to do it for a couple of hours. There ain't no reason to be bullshit about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like this is 30 minutes. I wish I would have started sooner. This might be just like an hour, hour and a half show. Normally I go for about 3 hours. That's why we're going to start early next week. As a as a YouTuber, there truly are not enough hours in the fucking week. Because let's just say, for the sake of argument, that I did have another show that I was doing on my channel, and I was able not to have to work my 9 to 5. Oh my God. I still have to deal with editing that damn show. Editing is fun, but if y'all only understood how tedious and time consuming that is, you'd understand where we're coming from. We out here is talk about this shit. But live streaming is important because these hours count. And the more people that you can have a part of your live stream, those hours count too, in addition to your hour of you on the channel. So you want people to join your live stream. Oh, this is Braun Strowman still. This was last Monday. Yeah, I missed this shit. I forgot what the fuck we was live streaming. That's why I missed this shit last Monday. What the fuck am I talking about? Okay, live streaming is important. Get as many people. Like I said, if you really got people that want to support you, they go sit in the room with you and get you to them hours watch. Because that's the hardest part about this. Actually getting people to watch your content. Um, and the next thing up under that, personality matters. You damn right. You got to look. There's got to be something about you that clicks, and that's what we realize. This is about making someone that doesn't even know you fall in love with your content. There's got to be a reason that I resonate with however many people choose to watch me. You know what I'm saying? We all have to have. Once again, it goes back to that it factor. The minute that you put your first video up is the first time you put in your application to be in the entertainment business. Period. A lot of people, that's another question that stays in the community. How do y'all just be so confident on camera? I mean, as Godfrey in Godfrey We Trust podcast would say, you just got to put your time in, put your hours in. You know what I'm saying? The more times you can get on stage, do it. The more times you can be on film, do it. And over time, you find yourself. I gotta say how it may seem scary, but I try to add the stage I find out about and try to attack. Matter of fact, I don't have it on me, but it's in my car. It's Saturday the 3rd. It's off market. I forgot what end it is. It's here in Louisville. If depending on if I get off, I might swing by there. I'm not saying I'm gonna be able to perform or whatever, but it's an open mic that he's doing on a Saturday night. He was trying to keep it going or whatever, whatnot. So I'm gonna do my best to try to get there. I want to say it might be the Cavalier Inn. If somebody in the comments, let me know what that is. But I think it's the Cavalier Inn off Market. October 3rd. It's an open mic night. I'm gonna go check it out. But yeah, you just gotta stay on stage, man, and get used to a crowd. Anytime you see a crowd, get in front of that motherfucker. Somebody wanna laugh. Reading is fundamental. I I don't like teleprompters either, but I use one. Not now, but even then, the scroll at the bottom of the screen, you keep your order with that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may need little cliff notes to make you remember what to say. I mean, it's like you said, a lot of y'all are realizing, man, I gotta talk a certain way, be comfortable, be coherent, speak directly, and all at the same time. I gotta walk and chew chewing gum. Yes. So reading is truly fundamental. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get the actual teleprompter that I wanted, but when I get more space, I will. So the one that I got now is kind of self-made. It's pretty dope. So it works, and I've been using it. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I did well in English when I was in school, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just speaking for other people. Once again, to have these questions. Yeah, you may need to get a book just to read from time to time. You stay up on your vocabulary, because I guarantee you, you're on camera. For some reason, cameras and words they go together. I want to say you have to commit to the commitment of consistency. Like I say, when you get a chance to be on stage, you stay there. I'm not mad about this retribution thing. That's why I paused. Um, stimulate the mind of with your content. Yes, that is back on that. Like I said, you have to, when creating an audience, that's how you create one, by captivating individuals, allowing them to fall in love with your presence, and giving them something to look forward to. And I understand it sounds like a lot just for a YouTube channel, but once again, this is a business, not just a YouTube channel. Somebody's got to tell y'all. My partner, the other host of the other show that we soon will be doing, but Jason the Hater, always he says he hates the term branding, and like I tell him, I'm like branding. That's. I mean, I'm not saying it's a style, but if you don't have a brand, you're gonna be pushed to the wayside. It's just like in Baby Boy. You either got sellers or buyers. And I'm trying to have something to sell because the buyers are broke. The beat. That's what we should have said. The sellers got something to sell. The buyers are broke because they buying everything. So, we're trying to stick to a certain branding. We're somewhat of an urban news brand. That's the red, white, and blue. But we got the black, of course. That's, once again, the theme, a brand, if you will. But trying to stick with the news theme of things. Let's see. Yeah, and well, okay. After branding, I got niche. I was speaking about this earlier. Your niche is the most important thing about your channel. My niche is the reason I'm able to talk to y'all about this now, because without my niche, I would be concentrating too much on what I'm gonna do next, what I'm gonna do next, what I'm gonna do next, versus having the time to learn how to work OBS studios, having the time to actually learn about the damn algorithm that we're talking about, Um, all of this shit is ways to get your channel caught by that algorithm. It's like a wave. Like a wave is going, and we all like playing double dutch with the jump rope. That's what this shit is. So you got once you jump in that bitch, oh, it is what it is. But there's certain shit that you can do to where the algorithm gonna be going. What the fuck is that? That motherfucker gonna start coming over that knee. Oh shit, here it come, y'all ready? So your niche gives you the ability to really enjoy this shit. If you don't have a niche, you gonna pull your fucking hair out. I'm already bald headed, so I can't pull my hair out. But I'm just saying. Just saying. Hey, they coming back. Download OBS Studios, like I say. If you trying to have a podcast, do any of this shit like this, anything, you want to have this or what is it? I think the other one was Streamlabs. When you drop it in the comments, let me know. Not all customers are return customers. See, Brandon, shit like that. And I hate that it took me 20 or 30 minutes to see that you said that shit. Because he is so fucking true. But I'm such a hustler of a business, man. Like I say, I ain't go to college. I sold crack. I don't have to no more, but I did. So it taught me every customer is potentially a repeat customer. Even though, like he said, not every customer is a return customer. You want them to be. I want to have something for every single human being on the planet, nigga. You know who thinks like that? That nigga that owns Amazon, nigga. I got something for every human being on the planet, nigga. That's a hustler right there. Niggas hate that nigga. But he's on point when it comes to nigga. Once again, just like what I'm offering a service. He offers a service of dropping your package out right to you. Look at all this shit. Whatever you want, I got something for everybody. Nigga, if I ain't a hustler, I don't know what it is. He got your fix. The Amazon nigga. We're all hooked. So he's right. But I believe every customer has a chance to become a repeat customer. Every single one. There's no reason for somebody not to be like, you know what? I want to do that again. Period. I don't want your one-time residence. I want you to come back. All businessmen want you to come back. You should be telling us, tell your friends about me. Like I'm saying, Chris, don't sue me, but I'm stealing it. Fuck it. That's it. Well, that kind of brought us to it's completely dark now, you know what I'm saying? But this was a great episode of wow. Uh Conversations in Sunset. Like I said, we're gonna start earlier next time. Now we're off into our raw review. And Raw is actually very good. just putting it out there, nigga. I ain't even went to the game yet. Braun Strowman came out at the end of my show, so I'm like, what the fuck? I can't. I was just gonna go to the game. I was like, I gotta hang around now. And that's what I'm gonna do for next week. I'm gonna have a graphic that switches this shit to the Raw review. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna switch the graphics on. So, I feel like I'm about to start Jones shit. We gonna get it. Yeah. We gonna have graphics and switches into the raw review after. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty dope. Like I say, download OBS. That's the last thing on the list, y'all. Download OBS Studios. If you just not joining, we went over every fucking thing that's scrolling below. You can rewind this shit, drop a like. We appreciate you coming by. We're gonna hang out, watch Raw for a minute, which would be at the bottom of the screen. I could do it now. I don't feel like doing it. I like taking my time with stuff like that, so I get to have fun. And WWE is asshole, so I gotta be careful what the hell I put down at the bottom. I probably can't even put Raw or WWE. We'll figure out something. But if you want to know what the fuck, we went ham for about 40 minutes of knowledge, all good knowledge that you need in your YouTube journey. And like I said, we talked about why so many people. Let me check out why so many people have been losing subs. We talked about that. Oh yeah, they're very bad. Oh, okay. So I guess I can start writing what we're gonna talk about next time. But first thing, OBS is necessary. Yeah, we're gonna do the rest of the review. Alright, now we what a game. What a game. Yeah, it just this is Saints and the Vegas Raiders. And they in Vegas, it's the new stadium. Okay, I see you. Alvin just got Nakamura just scored. We got to change the graphic for the Monday Night Football review. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do when this weather changes. Because that's what I'm saying. If I start early, the Raw review, we ain't really gonna have much to review. But eventually, yeah, I'll do the Raw review in the house. Damn, I'm gonna have to watch it on mute. YouTube will cut the stream just because they gonna hear Raw in the background. YouTube dirty like that. YouTube is very finicky. Hey, shit, stay knock on my ride, gets another score. We'll be out here for another 15 minutes or so. That's about it. I didn't need to go to YouTube for the fucking numbers. See who else is live. Hopefully y'all can see it. Oh shit, my nigga Chisel the Dinosaur showed up. Retribution fucking people up.
Daddy, um, Daddy keeps playing the charger for phone because
I will charge it up.
okay.
Somebody. Oh God.
nobody. Meanwhile, in America's Peninsula, hey Teddy, where do Charles lives? Under the Bridgewater, and he's got a man. But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by Tampa Bay.
Awesome. Zeke got to feed me more.
He's got a little bit of fingers. Can't
I
hold
feel
on to the
that.
football. Recovered by Atlanta. Again, back-to-back possessions. Dallas turns the football over. No. We gotta protect the football. What are we doing? We're supposed to be the boys. We can't get to the new boys. We're playing like this. The Arizona Bloods in the Super Zone. Kyler Murray back in the end zone. Got DeAndre Hopkins wide open. Did somebody
Dallas fans sick right now.
team's controller? Who knew the dreadlock powers can cause blindness? They never saw him. Here comes 70s porn star mustache Gardner Minshew, and he's got a man. Shit. But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by the Tennessee Titans. They're going to get the football back deep in Jaguars territory, all the way down at the 34-yard line. Think fast. We take a trip to the Drew Locksmith, but he never saw Airbud Dupree.
Oh my God.
I hope you enjoyed your stay at the Mike Hilton Hotel. As is recovered by Mike Hilton.
He tried to kill that man. That time for me, baby, man.
He's got Hayden Hurst so wide open, he might as well be the border policy available as he go into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. They take a 14-0 lead.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, we take our cameras out to the Windy City, 3rd and 6. Bitch, I'm not a bitch. Trubisky takes the snap, rolling towards his right. He's got David Montgomery.
Hey,
Burns. Just look at the vision.
the birds. They were on. Oh my God. The
The
birds.
goes into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Here come the Giants, baby. Shut the fuck up, you cops. God damn, game just started. Daniel Jones already turned the football over. Looks like the tutelage of vintage Eli Manning. But wait a minute, did Khalil Mack get the fumble recovery? Oh,
Hit the music.
TJ,
Hit the music. Return of man. Return of man.
Now a word from our sponsors. Powerful encryption to safeguard my data are available on that blue paper.
If you're wondering what I'm watching.
Back to the land of Tennessee whiskey. Ryan Jack and Jill went up to Tanner Hill, and he's got a Corey Davis submitting his application to the 10 toes down challenge in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Tennessee. They go up by 2 scores. Tampa Bay in the period colored zone. Handoff to Ronald McDonald Jones. Baptized. One Carolina defender goes into the end zone. Touchdown Buccaneers. They strike blood first. Think fast out to the Red Sea. Kyler Murray's got a man. Yoink. But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by the football team. Meanwhile, in the peninsula, the Buffalo Wild Wings Bills are finding their way into the end zone as Josh Allen would find his man on 1st and goal at the 1-yard line for the touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Bucks. Brady play action fake. He looks towards the end zone. He's got Mike Evans who goes in for the score. In Pittsburgh, James beats cancer and he beats the Broncos.
You need to go chill with the
Into
Dodgers.
the end zone. Touchdown,
He's
Steelers.
on the
Here comes
list.
the football team, baby. Shut the fuck up, you cops. The Cardinals don't give a shit about Dora. They get the football right back. 70s porn star mustache Gardner Minshew takes the snap, looking towards the end zone. He's got Tyler Eifert and
What's
the
up,
Jaguars
Black
are finally
Brand
on the
Friday?
board. Turn
Hey,
on
what's
the
up with you?
N64. Looks like the Eagles may have lost Woods on their way
If
to
you're
the
still
bonus
in here,
temple.
hey,
As
we
Robert
appreciate
Woods
the
goes
like.
into the end zone. Touchdown,
Drop us a
Rams.
like.
They take an 11-point lead.
Everything
Back to
that
America's
you
Peninsula
see
we go.
below,
This tragic
we
Matthew
just
Patrick
talked
looking
about.
towards the end
Rewind
zone.
this
Got
shit
his
if you
man. We
can.
got a tie
Trust
game
me, it's
down
some
in
useful
Miami.
information.
Looks like the
We
Lions
just
aren't
drop a like.
lactose
Just show
intolerant
us
at
some love.
all
We
as Matthew
appreciate you
Stafford
stopping
will
by.
continue to abuse the cheese. He'd find Marvin Jones in the end zone. Touchdown, 11-point lead for the Lions. Meanwhile,
Like I say, I wish I had at the bottom of the screen the Raw review. That's we watching Raw plus Monday Night Football. But all of what's listed below is for this. But thank you for stopping by. Black Brand Friday. We watched that video the other day. I want to say that they dropped one. They might have dropped one earlier today too. If not, it's a repost.
Jackson finds his man in the end zone. 10-point lead for the Ravens. Here come the Giants, baby. Danny Dimes got a man. But he
Plays for the other team.
Pass intercepted by the Chicago Bears. Who's really
The
surprised?
Bears.
2 turnovers, not even 20 minutes into the game. Only by the tutelage of vintage
Eli Manning.
God damn, the Eagles defense out here getting rammed. Tyler Higbee goes into the end zone for his second TD on the day. The Rams lead by 18. Back to the land of
Good boys.
and he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. They're finally on the board. Yeah, that's what I like to see, baby. Comeback Stephen Smith win now. While at Lucas Oil Stadium, handoff to Jonathan Taylor Swift goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. They take the lead.
Yoni.
The referees will deliberate, and it looks like it's Carolina's football. Looks like Tom Brady was mic'd up in the pile. Let's take a listen to what he had to say. Back to MetLife Stadium, we go 3rd and 8. Pornstar Jimmy G looking towards his left. He's got Jordan. I like to read.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the love.
They go up by 11. Think fast. A.A. Ron Rodgers looking left. He's got A.A. Jones in the end zone for A.A. touchdown as they cut their deficit to 4. Lambeau leap to absolutely nobody. Meanwhile,
He said the Lambo lead to absolutely nobody. You got that right.
For Watson as he finds Bells in the end zone. The Texans cut their deficit to 3. And now no charges. Kansas City Bloods in the 2-room zone. Patrick Herman, the Frog Mahomes looking right. He's got Travis Kelce in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. And it's too easy for Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because it's
real estate.
Meanwhile, in Pittsburgh,
hey man, Chiseled Adonis is hilarious.
Can I have your account information? Yes, I'd like to withdraw 84
Chiseled
yards
Adonis. He does NFL and NBA sports highlight review. He's the new Stuart Scott. You will love this nigga.
A touchdown for the Bills in Miami. If only anybody could see it. Carson Wentz will sneak across the border of the end zone and finally get the Eagles into pay dirt as they score their first touchdown on the day. Meanwhile, in the land of the Cowboys defense being abused by Calvin Ridley. He's rubbing his nutsack all over their secondary. Hey, Matt Ryan, your Falcons got a 19-point lead. No way you guys gonna
No way y'all gonna blow this lead, right? Yes.
There's a pass rush coming. He's got his man, but
oh God.
Baltimore scoops up the fumble, goes the distance into the end zone. Touchdown Ravens. They take a 27 lead. And can somebody at the barbecue please tell Kirk family member Cousins that you can't shoot bullets
with your gun on safety.
2 for your mistake, stupid. Looks like the Jets are watching Seinfeld because they're participating in the Frank Costanza challenge on 4th and 1 because
that's not sure.
I
ain't even saying he bullshit.
Handoff to Leonard Fournette. He goes into the end zone. 21-0 lead in favor of the Tampa Bay. And now Chargers go. The Los Angeles Apple Chargers in the period-colored zone. Justin Herbert looking towards his left. Got his man. The Chargers extend their lead. Mahomes might have free real estate, but looking like Herbert showing up for a foreclosure. God damn it, Sherlock Holmes. They found an answer for Watson. Pass intercepted by Marcus. I get burnt all damn day, but I create turnovers so people think I'm actually nice Peters. Back to Pittsburgh. Insert Jeff Driscoll. His pass is... Pass intercepted by Joe Hayden. Get your bitch ass off me, calling Sunday. Let's tie this again. Back to the land of Tennessee. Whiskey, Jack, and Jill went up on Ryan Tannehill, and he's got Joe Smith. 3rd touchdown pass for Ryan Tannehill today. Think fast. Back to the barbecue. We go 3rd and 10. Kirk family member Cousins go with deep. He's got a man. But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by the Indianapolis Colts. Returned into Minnesota territory all the way down to the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, in Miami, Josh Allen said, "Get your bitch ass off me! Unhand me, pussy!" Carries it for nearly a first down. The Eagles finally activate their frequent flyer, Miles Sanders, who goes into the end zone. Touchdown. Philadelphia, they cut their deficit to 6. Think fast. Back to the Windy City in the land of flying Pokemon as Mitch Trubisky Trubisky got so much time in the pocket, he could stand there for the entire duration of Betty White's life as he'd find his man in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. They take a 17-0 lead. Detroit somehow still on their knees again. All they do is blow the lead as Aaron Rodgers puts the
All they
Packers
do
out
is
in
blow
front.
the lead. Like my goddamn Falcons.
Zone porn star Jimmy G finds Jordan I like to read, who do some sort of Houdini act with a football and go into the end zone for his second score all the day. Into the second half, we go hand off to Aaron Jones, who
Oh my God, this nigga took off.
the media when they're ready to publish white on black crime, goes into the end zone 75 yards. The Lions have
Even
never
though it was on
climaxed
the
or
line.
ejaculated in their life. They just don't know how to finish. Think fast. Here comes Brady. Pass intercepted by Dante Jackson, activating his dreadlock powers as Carolina would take over all downs and he'd return it into Tampa Bay territory. Back to Jerry World we go. Dak would activate his special move. Dak goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. That's what we need to do. Keep doing that. Dak. Back to the city of wins. Mitch, I'm not a bitch, Trubisky.
Oh my God.
The pass ricocheted into the air and intercepted by the New York Giants. Returned to the 25-yard line in West Philadelphia. Born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Fuck your
Oh,
child,
that
the
was
person.
gangster.
Pass intercepted by the Los Angeles Rams in the end zone. Kirk family member Cousins really already got 2 picks. God damn,
And
Kirk
another
family member
one.
Cousins giving away balls like he's at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah,
It's picked
hey,
up
you
again by
gotta
Indianapolis.
keep
What are you
DJ
doing?
Khaled.
What the fuck are you doing? Kirk Cousins, put your motherfucking
Put head back down, you
Kick the ball
goddamn
to the
bum.
right man. Run CMC. Christian McCaffrey goes into the end zone. Touchdown.
Get a better, more clearer one, but you have to keep the DJ Khaled. And another one. That was fire.
Carolina, they're finally on the board. And why did he score? Because here come the Lions, baby. And Matthew Stafford hates McDonald's. Yes. Because he threw away a big pick six. The Lions really ain't shit. Touchdown, Packers. How the hell has being a Detroit Lions fan not categorized as a form of self-harm? I can only imagine the aneurysms caused by this football team. Hey, James, how'd your daughter become a kleptomaniac? She was influenced by my Robin son. As James Robinson goes into the end zone, his first touchdown of his career. And they cut their deficit to 7. Back to Lucas Oil Stadium we go.
Jordan showed up.
Poppy, Phillip Rivers going deep. He's got T.Y. in the end zone. Did T.Y. Hilton literally just drop that surefire touchdown in the end zone? What is wrong with him? Is his hands just for decoration? Man been dropping footballs all day long. What happened to his hands?
What happened to his hands?
Pass intercepted by the New York Jets. Returned inside the 25-yard line. Wait a minute. Meanwhile, in Jerry World, Dick is activated and he goes into the end zone as the Cowboys cut their deficit down to 5. Yeah, what are they doing, baby? They can't stop our moves. Dick. We coming back.
Randy Orton punted cheaply.
Y'all were up by 19. You only got 5. You still got the lead. No way you guys can blow it, right? And now go Chargers. Go. Patrick Herbert, the pro Mahomes takes the snap. 2nd and 12. Down goes Mahomes. Meanwhile, in the land of Tennessee whiskey, Ryan Jack and Jill went up to Tanner Hill, and he got himself a 4th touchdown on the day. Usually when they play against the Jags, they get murdered by Derrick Henry. Evidently today, Tanner Hill is tearing them apart. By the end of this game, the Jaguars might just be an endangered species. Meanwhile, in Pittsburgh, Jeff Driscoll takes the snap on 1st and 10. Looking left, opens up his Bible. He's got Noah's Ark fans in the end zone as Denver would cut their deficit down to 3 after taking out their Uno cards, converting on a 2-point conversion and telling Pittsburgh 2 for your mistakes. And now, no charges. Here comes the Los Angeles Apple Chargers, baby. Justin Herbert, play action fake, rolling towards his left, looking down the field. Got a man. But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by the Kansas City Chiefs. The Atlanta Sweet Bloods in the Super Zone. Matt Ryan would find his man in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. They finally stopped the damn Cowboys. The lead is back up to 12. No, we can't let them stop the momentum. We need the momentum, baby. We need a big 70 more steps than an addiction program. The Indianapolis Crips in the same zone, anti-condom, no pull-out poppy, 17,000 kids. Phillip Rivers would find another one of his as the Colts would go up 25-3. Teddy Trolls lived near the Bridgewater. Gave the ball to the white man as run CMC. Christian McCaffrey runs towards his left, goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. They cut their deficit to one score. And it's 2 easy for Christian McCaffrey. Why?
That's how a white man runs the football.
Back to Lambeau Field we go. Matthew Stafford takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, and would you look at that? They made the anal abuse stop. They finally got themselves on the board. It's been so long since they scored. You would have thought they played the game on Saturday. And now, no charges. No. Patrick Kermit, the Frog Mahomes, takes the snap on 2nd and 8, rolling towards his right, throws up a bomb. And you know Tariq Hill is down there. He'd roll into
This
the
nigga
end zone.
crowded.
Touchdown, Kansas City. They convert on the 2-point conversion. We've
Hey,
got a
that's what they
tie
pay
game
for.
at 17 apiece, and it's too easy for Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because it's
For real estate.
fake fast Haskins over the middle. He's got Scary Terry. McLaurin who goes into the end zone. Washington's finally on the board. The City of Morocco. Little 3rd and 4. Mitch, I'm not a bitch. Trubisky's got a man. But he plays for the other team. The pass intercepted by the Giants. Down near where Tennessee Whiskey's made. Looks like the Jacksonville Jaguars took their receipt to the sperm bank. They got themselves a comeback. We've got a tie game at 30.
This shit scared the shit out of me too. Fucking
Fucking
Jacksonville. We from Music City, so Titans on is forever.
into the end zone for the Baltimore Ravens. Did he just do a spin kick? Meanwhile, in the land of ketchup, ladies, prepare
What is
yourselves
that
because
spin
Big
on?
Ben Roethlisberger's getting ready to go deep because he's utilizing his Deontay Johnson in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They go up by 10. Meanwhile, in Lincoln Financial Field, play action fake for Jared. I look like Ryan Gosling, but I'm not a liability golf as he finds Tyler Higbee in the end zone for the 3rd time. He exposed his left testicle.
He exposed his left
right
testicle.
testicle. And his entire knapsack all
Has
over the
been
damn Eagle defense.
exposed.
He might have even put his taint on their face mask. They can't guard him. Back to back strikes. We go. Give the ball to McKinnon and get the hell out of his way. Get your bitch ass
Get your
off me,
bitch ass
stupid.
off of
Turn
me.
it to Trey Songz. Touchdown 49ers. Holy shit. Ryan Fitztragic Magic Patrick must have just led another comeback because Miami takes the lead as Jordan Howard University scores. Big fast. Hey, Teddy, you know trolls live under the Bridgewater. They like eating apple. Turnovers. Pass intercepted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Returned inside Carolina territory. Back to the Windy City. Stadium Times doing what he does best. Pass intercepted by Andy Jackson. And he's running down the side.